Yes. This is a recording because the one behind is bigger. This is a recording because our Zoom is working on technical issues. So you're very welcome to the kitchen today. We're going to do, as we said on our menu, we're going to do organic Clare Island salmon, and we're going to do that with a green Thai curry sauce. So the ingredients for the curry sauce are as follows. You're going to have carrots, celery, onion, lime leaves, and these are, they actually come frozen, but they're imported limes. You see they're quite different. Lemongrass, brown sugar, fresh ginger, and that's the lime leaves that are already chopped, and that's our tin of coconut milk and our Mirepoix green Thai curry paste. And you can get all of them there. All the ingredients we're using today come from Cavistons in Glasthule. We also have the rind and the juice of a lemon and an orange. So, okay, we've already got the rice on. That's basmati rice. We put it into lots of boiling water. With we've already rinsed it, of course, and we put it into boiling water with some cardamom pods. We boil that for 6 minutes and then let it sit. Okay, so this is going to be our curry sauce, our green Thai curry sauce. We've already explained the ingredients to you, and we start off in a hot pot, a little bit of oil. Keep it on the side so it doesn't burn. Carrots, celery, and onion. And there. And Christian is going to give me a, oh no, I have a wooden spoon. There you go. Look at that. Carrots, celery and onion. The French call that Mirepoix, which is kind of the base for pretty much every sauce and casserole that you can dream of. And then there's always variations on it. You can put leeks into it, you can put garlic into it, you can put celeriac, you can put lemongrass, which we will. It's kind of a golden rule that that's your lime zest. Put that in there now. A little bit more. And where's my orange? Yes, here we go. That's orange and lemon zest. That in there too. You can smell that now. That's banging in flavour now, so it's banging in flavour. Okay. So, where's my wooden spoon? Ah! I have a new one. Okay. We're cooking that away. Move on. Turn that down a bit. We'll go right into that and we'll have a look to see if the onions are becoming translucent. I'd say they will very soon. 1 or 2 minutes. If you could smell that, oh my God, it just screams tropical. Now Rung, you smell that. Rung is our spiritual advisor here on all things Thai. Yeah? Yes? Are you happy with that? Yes? Nice. Can we hear Rung saying that it works? Yes?
It's very nice.
Okay. Very good. Right, so we have next thing our chopped lemongrass. Where's the camera? There. Chopped lemongrass. And that's got more citrusy flavour. the whole thing is about ascorbic acid and fresh. Ginger. Freshly chopped ginger. We'll put that in there too. Now, if I was making a vegetarian dish, I would at this point put in barley, which, you know, it gives it more substance. It's a greater addition. To the people who are saying, why are you straining everything off from the sauces? Here you leave everything in. Because it's more of a meal. It's a one pot meal kind of a thing. I'm going to turn off that rice now and just leave it sit in the water and it'll finish cooking on its own. Now, very important ingredient, Maiy ploy, yeah? Paste. And this has galangal, lemongrass, ginger, coriander seed, I know I'm missing something. Lots of salt, so be careful with the salt when you're seasoning. It's also quite piquant, meaning hot and spicy. So we'll just get that moving in there. Mix it all up. Can you go over there and find gram flour? Just give me a little bit of gram flour in there. Now, you see, you're making a paste out of it. Out of the whole thing. Try not to breathe it in, it's quite pungent. And now our coconut milk, upside down coconut milk. Okay? I like this brand, but I can't pronounce it. Wrong.
Yes.
How do you say this name? Chocoa?
Choco.
Choco. Okay.
Iceland. It means Iceland.
It means Iceland.
Yeah.
Okay. Iceland, yeah? Yeah, Reykjavik, Iceland. That kind of Iceland.
Coconut Iceland.
Oh. Now, just leave that there for a moment and mix this through. Now, Christian,
Yes.
I want you to, here we go, dredge these. Fluffy. That was just more potato flour and salt and pepper that I put onto the salmon. So, that sauce, I think it needs a little bit of water in it because it's quite thick. And I may not even thicken it at all at this point. Both sides, please, yes. Now look at the rice. You see that the rice is, it's fattening up on its own. I don't know if you noticed earlier that there was a good inch of water. When I stopped the cooking, when I stopped the gas, there was a good 1.5 inches of water still above it. And see now it's gaining up to possibly even overtake the water. But we are going to strain that off anyway. Okay, here's the juice of the orange and the lemon. So put that in there. And are we missing anything? These are our lime leaves. Are they sweet basil? Is that
Lime.
what?
Lime leaves.
Lime leaves. Okay. So I just put them in here like this. Just give them a little bit of a tear. And it's really a peasant dish, so I wouldn't get too worried about pretty presentation.
Running.
Right, so we have our darns of salmon. That's Clare Island organic salmon. It's the best salmon you can get in the country. And it's seasoned with salt and pepper and then dipped in this case, potato flour. It doesn't have to be potato flour. You could use ordinary flour or arrowroot, corn flour, you name it, whatever you like. But anyway, then you put oil in the pan, and because there is a flour involved, you need a little bit. Just a little bit. Just so the flour is going to soak it up. But always keep in mind that the skin of the salmon has a lot of fat in it. So we're going to be trying to cook the fat out of the salmon skin. We do that in a minute. So we're just going to make it golden brown, bit of colour on one side, and then once we have the colour on it, we slow the whole process down. Now, I want you to dredge these in here. We've already marinated the salmon, the chicken, with egg and these spices: turmeric, paprika, fennel seed, sriracha sauce, sriracha powder, cumin seed in this case, but you could use powder, coriander seed, white pepper, and salt. Yeah? So we've toasted them off in a frying pan. Just toast them off slowly, gently for a few minutes. And then we put it into a bowl, put 2 eggs into the bowl, and then portion the chicken. As I explained to you, we portion the chicken. And now Christian, our attractive assistant, look at him, how handsome he is, look, smile. Say hi, Christian. Hello. Yeah. Christian is dredging the chicken in this case potato flour. It could be corn flour, could be self-raising flour. I like potato flour because it's delicate. We need a tray underneath you there. Stop. Okay. So now here we go. We're ready in here? Fine. All right. We're going this way. Yeah, lovely. Now I try to, when possible, to have the skin as well down on whatever it is as possible, so as that you get a crispier skin. Because of our studio situation, I'm not using a deep fryer. I've just put some oil into a pot and doing it like this. I prefer always to start with the drumsticks and thighs first. The reason why is because, as we all know, the legs cook first. The legs take more cooking than the breast, or in this case the crown. So, trying to assure that there's plenty of space, lots of air space between each one of those. And we have a palette knife, which is a palette knife. Okay? Just have a look at this. Yeah, I'm happy with that colour on that side. Now this is a very slow cooking process. The reason why is because I like to get the skin on the other side as crispy as possible. Whenever I cook fish, I always put the flesh side down first because it contracts. Any protein, when you introduce it to heat, will contract like that onto the surface. So if I were to put the skin side down first, it'll contract like that, and then when you go to turn it to the flesh side down, it'll never come back. So you're always better to put the flesh side down first, and then, yeah, finish it on the skin. And like I say, get it as crispy as possible. So look at the rice now. See, it's still continuing to cook. Yeah, still continuing to cook, okay? So you don't panic and say things like, oh, the rice isn't cooked enough yet. Just give it 6 minutes, fast boiling water, and then leave it rest for another 5, even 10 minutes. But this one here is just a teeny dribble of oil in it. Let's see what's happening here. There you go. That's a nice colour there. And what you can do now, if you choose, is to put a little bit of oil, or sorry, not oil, butter, sorry, into the pan. And what that does is it just gives it a richer flavour. So you have, because you have a balanced world, you want to have a balanced world, you have the omega-3 in the salmon, particularly in the skin, that it's an oily fish, is all really good for you. And then you give it a Carlsberg effect by putting a bit of butter in as well. And then that gives it a much richer flavour. And cook it slowly. Now, see here? This is our chicken that's been seasoned, marinated for half an hour. Now you can marinate it overnight if you like, but I think that your flavours should be pretty much in there after a half an hour. And the rest of these in here. Into our deep fryer. Into our Maiy deep fryer. Yeah, we're all done with them. And now, okay, we have a little bit of time. The oven is preheated. Yeah, it's already on. Be careful not to burn your pan. Oops. Because this is on its own in the pan, see that? I like that. That looks nice. But it's still not cooked yet. So I'm going to leave that over on the edge. Put the dough in the dough. Oops. That's seen better days. But these two are lovely. I know before I even turn them over. There you go. Because the gas is not too high. Right? Okay. Now, one more roasting tray like that, please. And we're going to put the salmon in there. Skin side up. And in the oven. So, let's see what the chicken looks like. Can you raise a spoon? No, I didn't. Nice golden brown. Now, I know I say barbecue chicken and you expect me to do this in a barbecue. There'd be very few chickens that I would actually cook from scratch in a barbecue, mostly because they take a really long time. It's another day's work altogether. This you can serve with your burgers and your steaks, your prawns in a barbecue. Okay, so we're just going to take a break now for a minute and we'll come right back to you. As I was saying, We've cooked the salmon in the oven for a further 12 to 14 minutes, depends on what your oven is like. And then we put we oiled a few sugar bowls and put the rice into them, and then inverted those sugar bowls on top. And we're all on a plate now ready to go, so look down here. And you see our sugar bowls are there. You just lift them up like that. And that's how you get that little dome effect. And here's our curry sauce, like this. Now that curry sauce can be served as a, it can be served as on its own, just with rice. I'm quite happy to do it like that. And then the very last thing is just basil leaves. Now you could use coriander, you could use scallions, you could use chives, just something aromatic. And that's it. That's it for the salmon, organic salmon, Clare Island organic salmon with green pie curry, designed by Rum, and basmati rice, and we're ready to go. Okay? Thank you. So, what we have done is that we had the chicken in the oven for a half an hour after you saw me take it out of the deep fryer, and just a half an hour, and then it's ready to go. So we have, that's a thigh there, and that's a piece of breast. So we try this, and you see it's got a nice crispy crust on it, and it should be flaky and moist at the same time. There you go, a crispy crust, flaky and moist, and it looks like that. Yum!